Winter weather is officially hitting southern Arizona. Check out this incredible video of the snowfall along the road to the top of Mount Lemmon. A thick blanket of snow is landing on the mountain today, covering the ground, trees, rocks, and rooftops up there. Truly a beautiful sight here in southern Arizona. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. Amanda Gomez has the night off. And this week has been cold, a little wet, and now, as you just saw, we're getting some snow on top of Mount Lemmon, and there's a lot to expect in the coming days. We have full team coverage for you tonight. Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode is in the studio tracking the latest weather conditions for us. Angelique Lizardi is live on the west side with more on how Tucson transportation crews are preparing for the icy roads and what you need to do to stay safe. And lastly, Danelle Confair is live at the top of Mount Lemmon tonight with how this snow is bringing some much-needed economic relief to business owners on the mountain. But first, let's send things right over to our Chief Meteorologist, Matt Brode, with the latest on conditions in our area. Matt.
And Sean, what you saw in that video of that snow, that was just the appetizer. We are getting ready for the main course, but we're going to get a little bit of a breather between this appetizer and main course in the form of some quiet conditions for the rest of tonight and much of tomorrow. But in about 24 hours, we will be tracking a more potent, colder and wetter and, yes, whiter storm system as well. Here's live Doppler. Most of the valley rain and mountain snow that we did see earlier has really begun to taper off. Still seeing a couple of isolated to scattered showers across central sections of Pinal County. These could roll into Metro Phoenix here in the next couple of hours. Again, the impact from these, very little. So if you have plans tonight, you're in good shape here across the city of Tucson. What's on tap for us next? Check out all these bands of rain across sections of California. We are talking about 10 to 12 feet of snow piling up in the Sierra Nevadas, and this moisture is going to start heading our way, all courtesy of this area of low pressure setting up shop just to the west of San Francisco. As this cruises to the south, it's going to steamroll back to the north, and as this happens, that's when we start talking about our heavy rain in the valley chances and our heavy snow in the mountains. All right, we talked about this last night, said wouldn't be surprised today if the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning. Right now, still a winter storm watch that goes active Thursday at 5 p.m., lasting until Saturday at 11 a.m. And again, I'm going to say it here, would not be surprised if at 10 o'clock tonight, when you tune back into News 4 Tucson at 10, if this turns into a winter storm warning. Glorious outside right now as we look live from our News 4 Tucson Skynet camera. 55 degrees at Tucson International Airport. Winds lure light out of the west at 5 miles per hour. 50s across the city of Tucson. That is in the city of Tucson. It is an entirely different can of worms on the top of Mount Lemmon. Let's head up to the top of Mount Lemmon with our very own News 4 Tucson's Danelle Confair, who has spent all day up there. Danelle, you're still shivering a little bit, the teeth chattering kind of cold with the snow on the ground. How is it?
Really? I thought I was pretending quite well that I was really warm. No, it is really cold up here. In fact, we've gotten a few little flurries. I don't know if you can see them on your TV screen, but it's been snowing kind of sporadically throughout the day. Just to give you a little bit of a glimpse, even though it's dark outside, you can see really fluffy, pretty snow up here. A lot of people heading up to the mountain to get a glimpse of it. Now, many people who are visiting Tucson decided to make the trip up just to get a glimpse of it. Some said they were going sledding. Some said that they just wanted to take it in the views. Now, they are expected to get a couple inches today and more expected to come in the next few days. Of course, the snow is welcome news for many local businesses.
We see a big mix of customers, large variety. We get a lot of customers from Sonora, but also from Tucson and Phoenix, all around. They just come from all different places to be here.
Now, here at the Mount Lemmon General Store, there has been several customers here at the Mount Lemmon General Store, many of them buying fudge, gloves, sleds, you name it. Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode is expecting a few more inches to come in the coming days. So a lot of exciting news for all the businesses up here on Mount Lemmon.
All right, Danielle, and I can imagine gloves are very popular right now, but it doesn't look like Mother Nature is done just yet across the state. take a look at this video that was sent in by the folks at the Arizona Snow Bowl up in Flagstaff. Snow Bowl officials say they received 13 inches of new snow in the last 24 hours. And you can see here dozens of skiers are taking advantage of that snow and hitting the slopes. Back here in Tucson, to keep drivers safe during this winter weather, the city is already standing by with its Operation Freeze. News 4 Tucson's Angelique Lizardi is live on the west side with more details on the program and what they're doing to get ready. Angelique.
Yes, well, good evening, Sean. Yeah, the city of Tucson already preparing to treat those bridge decks like the one here behind me ahead of these freezing temperatures. Now, according to the Department of Transportation and Mobility, they say that they are prepared to initiate Operation Freeze ahead of these temps. This is a program to keep the public safe while on the roads, of course, and 2 crews are expected to spray over 50 bridge decks throughout the city. Now, city officials say that if you do see these crews applying the anti-icing agent, make sure to slow down and give them some room.
The crews cannot go out and spray this magnesium chloride if it rains because it will just wash it away. So that's why our crews are on call. That's why they'll be watching the forecast closely, making sure that they are able to spray this anti-icing agent ahead of the freezing temperatures.
And some other helpful tips to keep in mind from the city of Tucson. They say to give yourself some time while you are on the roads. Also, make sure to slow down and, of course, stay off those cell phones. We're going to have much more weather coverage coming up tonight on News 4 Tucson at 10. In the meanwhile, though, we are live here on the west side. I'm Angelique Lizardi, News 4 Tucson.
Good advice, Angelique. Thank you, folks. Stay safe out there.